What's up, gamers? Hope y'all are having an absolutely fantastic day today. I know I am. So, if y'all don't know who Blame Truth is, y'all probably just don't play COD, not gonna lie. But Blame Truth is basically this guy that'll just shit talk COD all day. That's basically his whole channel, is saying COD sucks and XDefiant better. Yeah, guys, I'm not being paid by Ubisoft anymore. No fucking joke, dude. That's a video. I'm not gonna watch it. I don't want to give this guy any more ad revenue than I already have. Well, I was looking for this video topic, but you know what I mean. But yeah, recently I've been playing a lot of Serious Sam. That's probably gonna be the gameplay of this, or it's gonna be COD BO6, man. Because BO6 is actually pretty fun. Like, I cannot lie. BO6 is very fun. It's just COD, dude. Like, the only other COD game I've actually really liked is MW2 2022, and it feels a lot like that. You know what I mean? But no fucking joke, dude. In this video, Blame Truth makes the argument. He's saying, like, yeah, just put your tinfoil hats on. But, you know, the fact that there are doors in the fucking loading screen, despite it not really mattering, because doors are not actually in the fucking map, in, you know, reality. But yeah, guys, doors, which, you know, son of Satan, guys, right? Like I said in the thumbnail, you know, son of absolute fucking Satan, dude. I hate doors, you know? Like, those doors, that they just guard people out of getting out of my house, man. And it really pisses me off, because I love getting robbed, dude. I love whenever all my shit gets taken, because then I don't have that shit anymore, and I can, like, reduce space usage, man. Like, it's just fucking the right way to do it, okay? The right way to do it is to not have doors in your house. I don't have doors in my house. You know, I'm kind of about to get cooked for yelling. But, like, not having doors in your house is genuinely the good decision. Right, guys?
Blame Truth here with my good buddy Billy Goat 57, and he's helping me find some 2-box lobbies, some spicy 2-box lobbies, because I want to see how stupid this matchmaking actually is. And if you watch this gameplay, yeah, it's pretty fucking stupid. But that's not the main topic of this video. I'll be running some more tests on SBMM and connection and all that for more videos in the future. That's why I'm doing this right now. But also, I want to just say that I saw a comment the other day that kind of led me down this rabbit hole. This is going to be a bit of a conspiracy theory video, but at the end of it, I want you to say, honestly, in the comment section, if what I'm saying makes sense. Here's the thing, man. You've already missed what I'm actually talking about. Yeah, you've already missed it. It's in this video. You can go back, pause the video, whatever, if you want to try to guess what it is. But it's during the loading screen to NUKETOwn.
Yeah, guys, this integral info, this things that the elites don't want you to know about. It's in the fucking loading screen, guys. You know, keep your eyes fucking peeled, man.
Let me just replay the loading screen so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So here it is in super slow-mo, and I mean, there's an arrow literally pointing at it. That is a door on NUKETOwn.
Shit.
That is a door on NUKETOwn, and I knew when I saw this, and it was pointed out to me by someone on Twitter, I knew that all this rabbit hole digging, I was probably right. I should go with my gut, and I should make this video about said rabbit hole. You see, this is not just any door. No. This is proof of something a bit more nefarious going on behind the scenes, and I'm not joking with that.
Holy shit, man. Maybe I was right. Maybe, like, the global fucking elites got this serious info that the deep state's, like, they're doing something nefarious to our Call of Duty game. Guys, it's the deep state. No.
Let's get into the nitty-gritty here. Again, this is going to be a very, very conspiracy theory-esque video, but we don't have a lot of information as consumers about what goes on behind the scenes. However, I do know some people that do have some connections to people that work on these games, people that work behind the scenes. And when you combine that with a bit of common sense, I think you'll see that what I'm saying is not crazy. So, let's begin, shall we? I read this comment on one of my videos the other day talking about basically how bad the maps are in Black Ops 6. This is not just me saying this is a community-wide thing. People are saying that these are the worst maps that TREYARCH has ever released, to the point of them even questioning if they are TREYARCH maps to begin with.
Wait, everybody hates the maps in Black Ops 6 inches? I would never know that, because I don't think it's really true, man. I'm just going to be honest.
questioning if they were made by a human being and not AI. And so I want to read this comment, which kind of led me down this path to start us off here. Something more people should be saying is all the maps feel like they are supposed to be made for Insurgency Sandstorm, but smaller. These maps aren't made for fast movement, they are made for a tactical, realistic shooter, and I encourage you and your friends to play custom games hardcore and just restrain yourselves from the omni movement and play it how you would play a realistic tactical shooter like Insurgency, and tell me I'm wrong. The game is way more fun played as tactically as possible on top of it all. If COD wants these kind of maps, maybe they should stop chasing the sweaty players and chase us calm and calculated players who are more used to their own maps, laughing my ass off.
I thought people didn't like big maps in COD. Like, isn't that something that universally everybody fucking hates? I mean, for example, like, the reason why R6 has such small ass maps is because of the slow movement, right? Like, if you were playing COD, not even COD size maps, like, let's say Battlefield. Battlefield's a bad example because Battlefield, you're supposed to have really, really large map. Like, that's kind of the fucking point. But if you're playing some shit like Battlefield, for example, like, if you were playing that shit with, like, Rainbow Six Siege walking speed, it'd be fucking absolutely horrendous, man. It'd probably fucking suck. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, because of how slow the movement is, first of all, obviously, and how there's no vehicles in Rainbow Six Siege, so actually, but, like, yeah. Also, this guy's second and third take are really, really bad. Like, calm and calculated play. Most people who play COD are really calm because guess what? They're playing because they need respite after working all day, man. Like, you know, Steel Onyx YouTube. It's not like that fucking rare for people to, you know, just want to play the game whenever they're having fun, man. So rare nowadays, guys. So fucking rare.
So when I read this comment, it kind of clicked. I was complaining about payback, I was complaining about the size of these maps, I was complaining about the head glitches, I was complaining about how these maps aren't even 3-lane, and we were told that they were gonna be 3-lane. Let me just transition to this here. This is from Reddit. Why are you vulnerable from like 5 angles at all times?
Using Reddit as a fucking source is probably one of the stupidest things I've seen in a long ass time, man. I'm not even gonna lie.
On these maps. The reason these maps are all so bad is that pretty much everywhere on every map there's like 4 places the enemy could come from, and it's impossible to cover more than 1 or 2 of them quickly. Like windows, hallways to your sides, etc. It just makes it a dice roll where they wind up shooting / coming from, and if you pick the right one. The spawns make this even worse. If you could tell where they're likely to come from, you could narrow down which angles you need to check, but no. Do they not have employees whose jobs are to design the maps? Do they play the game themselves? I do like a lot of things about this game, but it just feels like a lot of wasted potential with these maps. They're also so tight together. Why not have a few very open maps where you have to progress towards the enemies? Comparing the map sizes here to a game like Battlefield, they're like literally 5% of the size. I'm not saying they should be super similar, but the difference is really quite dramatic. One of the top comments is the maps are so focused on lines of sight that literally every spot seems to have a sight line on it. Pair that with the insane spawn system, and there's basically no way to survive without stim tack sprinting around the map constantly. And then we have these comments in the thread here. Ignore those idiots calling you bad. The maps are terrible. Treyarch used to be the king of 3-lane maps, but this year they didn't make a single fucking one. It's their fault for these shit maps. This person says, aren't Derelict and Skyline 3-lane? And another person replies, Derelict is like 1 lane. You can see the entire map from multiple positions. Skyline is close to 3 lanes and it's probably the best normal map on the game, but even it's more like a 2-lane map with an upper portion. And then I saw this. The maps are an embarrassment. They aren't meh like some people want to believe. They are complete and total trash. It's like they were designed.
Alright, so if y'all don't know, Battlefield plays really different to COD. Battlefield are these big battles that, you know, you have tanks, fucking planes. You got these like fucking massive battles, right? And in COD, it's a lot smaller of a scale, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. Like, in COD, there's not really, like, tanks on the average map. There's none of that shit, you know what I mean? Like, so I think this guy does agree with me, by the way. I think this guy agrees with me a lot. But, anyway, like, and I think it was the second guy saying that, like, there's not 3-lane maps. Like, I don't know what 3-lane means. I assume that means that there's 3 areas that you can, like, go to from there's, like, 3 fucking distinct areas where fights happen in COD games. Which, that happens in Derelict. There's the, like, there's the 2 buildings, like, where the oil tank is, and then there's just generally, like, around that little turn. That's where most fights happen in this game. So, I think most of these criticisms are just absolutely fucking retarded, man. I'm not gonna fucking lie!
Every map feels like that Modern Warfare 2019 meme of the guy crossing the road. Let me play that for you real quick. You see, I figured it out. These maps are not designed by Treyarch. At all. No. this is all Infinity Ward. These are Infinity Ward because the Treyarch, I know, would not put doors on Nuketown. And if you...
This is how fucking entitled Blame Truth is. Literally, he's acting like he knows fucking Treyarch personally, like they're best friends. Like, I know this man, he would never rape anybody, I swear. Epstein would never do anything like that. This is that type of fucking energy, man. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous.
You think it's because none of the original Treyarch devs are there? That's not true. The guy who made Nuketown actually posted this as a joke on Twitter. He says, I knew I remembered putting doors in there somewhere. Yes, they are in the loading truck in Nuketown as an Easter egg. God bless you, Adam, for one of the best maps we've ever gotten in Call of Duty. Seriously? And also, Adam is credited for these maps in the game. Ghost of Hope says he made Vault, Skyline, Vorkuta, and Warhead in this game so far, plus Nuketown, obviously. But what's interesting about this is that these 4 maps aren't really that great. For those that don't know, Adam made Raid as well, like the classic Black Ops 2 Raid. So why are Vault, Skyline, Vorkuta? I'll give Skyline the benefit of the doubt and say it's a good map. I will say it's good. But Vault, Vorkuta, Warhead, this is not like up to snuff for what Adam's made in the past. And I think I figured it out. You see, he may have made these maps from a visual standpoint. I don't think he made them from a geometrical standpoint. Make it make sense why Treyarch's been making 3-lane maps before 3-lane maps were even popular.
I mean, yeah, man, it's almost like they kind of created the concept of 3-lane maps. That's like saying, yeah, Ford was making cars before it was cool to do so, right? Like, it's just like absolutely fucking laughable because if you make something, it's not like you're doing it before it was cool. It's called you fucking creating a new concept. You know, if I started, you know, doing something fucking insane, like driving on the wrong side of the road before it was cool, if I invented that, that's not driving on the wrong side of the road before it's cool. It's called me making driving on the wrong side of the road a thing. You know what I mean? Like, this is just absolute fucking retardation.
Before they were even called 3-lane maps. I mean, think back to World at War in 2008 with maps like Upheaval, a classic 3-lane design that worked perfectly with that game. Not too big, not too small, just right. It doesn't make any sense why in this particular game we have these, it almost feels like a Treyarch imposter, and that's because it is. I am 100% convinced it is. Everything points to Infinity Ward doing their best Treyarch impressions to make this game's base maps. And before you think this is crazy, if you guys remember Cold War, I criticized the maps in Cold War, the launch maps in Cold War. I even have a video up on this channel talking about how these are not Treyarch maps, these feel like Sledgehammer maps. And there was that big rumor that Treyarch had to take over from Sledgehammer. We'd find out years later that that wasn't necessarily the case. It was more so Sledgehammer helping Treyarch, which is crazy to think about.
First of all, I don't know why this is an issue that 2 development studios are helping each other. And also, if, you know, Blame Truth was wrong about that, why would we expect him to be right about this? Obviously, this is a little different because this is just some random fucking theory, you know, game theory, bro, that Blame Truth has. But I mean, I think my point still stands. Why are we fucking taking this man's word as like gospel about this shit? When, first of all, the fact there's a door in the fucking loading screen is his only fucking source. Not even his only source, his only like reason for his suspicion is that there's a fucking door in his fucking loading screen for Nuketown. It's absolute fucking retardation. It's just schizo. Dude, that's all I can really call it, is schizophrenic.
But, you know, it makes sense. Like, the maps in Cold War feel more like Sledgehammer maps, where they're good, mid to good, but not great. But then this game comes along, and this is not Sledgehammer, and this is not Treyarch. This is 100% Infinity Ward. But why? Why did Infinity Ward make the maps in this game? I mean, think about this. They probably remade Nuketown verbatim, and then the original Treyarch Nuketown map designer said, no, we cannot put doors on this map. There's no way. You know what I mean? Like, you can't tell me that Treyarch, who marketed Cold War as a game that A, did not have tac sprint, B, did not have doors, and C, was still on their own engine, you cannot tell me that that same Treyarch made Black Ops 6. This is an Infinity Ward co-produced game. And look, I'm not saying that just to be a conspiracy theorist. It's literally like on Google under the credits. Black Ops 6 is a 2024 first-person shooter video game co-developed by Treyarch and Raven Software and published by Activision. Yeah. There you go. Call of Duty Shoot 'em Man 21 is co-produced by like 8 different studios technically, but those are the main ones.
Yes, dude. Raven Software does the campaigns for Call of Duty. That's why they're on there, because Raven Software makes all the campaigns, and then the main developer of that game will make the gameplay and the multiplayer and the zombies, right? That's what the truth of the matter is, guys.
Now you might be asking, well, why did Treyarch have Infinity Ward make these maps? Well, I don't think they did. I think it's Activision's doing. And I think it's because although Treyarch had a 4-year dev cycle, they've been constantly helping the other studios with zombies or ranked mode or what have you. I truly believe that because this is Infinity Ward's engine, it would not surprise me if Infinity Ward has a larger say than we think as it pertains to this game. And if
I mean, yeah, guys, clearly every single Unreal Engine game, you know, Epic Games, they just have such a large say in the game, man. Every single Unreal Engine game is made by, not by Activision, by fucking Epic Games. All the maps are made by Epic Games. You know, every single Unreal Engine game, it's made by Epic Games because, you know, it's their engine, right? They have a super fucking large part in creating these video games, guys.
Not Infinity Ward, then Activision. In fact, there are maps coming to Black Ops 6 that are not Treyarch, and this is confirmed. This has been reported on by Charlie Intel after it was leaked to me before it was revealed to the public. Like, this is a DM I got from one of my anonymous sources. Like, dude, the same anonymous source sent me this back in like June or something. Also, this info doesn't excuse SHG's incompetence at all, but I heard the spawn system is built into the MW engine, like the squad spawn shit. That's a big reason why it's so hard to work with. SHG had a system they built up for years with World War II thrown out the window with the Switch. Makes me curious if we might see Treyarch run into issues too. Yeah, I'd say Treyarch ran into quite a few issues with this game. But concerning the IW devs themselves, I mean,
yeah, guys, people are loving this game. You know, there's record-breaking fucking playership, probably due to Game Pass. But, like, everybody's loving this game. Everybody's been having a good time with this game. Like, but, you know, it's just failing, guys. This fucking game is failing, you know? We all know this. It's very clear how this game is failing.
This was also in that particular DM with that anonymous source. After what I've heard with Sledgehammer Games getting shit on, I'm not surprised. Oh, they're hated by IW devs. IW devs still mauled. Now, see, here's the thing, man. IW devs are not only incredibly incompetent and bad at what they do, at least the higher ups. I'm sure there's a lot of talented devs working at all 3 studios. I think SHG has the best dev team personally, with Treyarch being second and Infinity Ward last, but it's all up to the people making the final decisions at the end of the day. You know, I don't want to sit up here and just crap on the entire dev team, because I'm sure like 95% of Treyarch are great at their jobs. I mean, I'm not even kidding. I assume it's the 5% leadership and then everyone at Activision who has the final say that is causing these games to be so bad, soulless. I mean, they're out for a year. Modern Warfare 3 wasn't even out for a year because they released Black Ops 6 a little bit early.
I don't see why this is a fucking problem. Literally, Modern Warfare 3 fucking sucked. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, dude, that game was absolute horseshit, and why is it a bad thing that people get to play the game early, man? It's not like the game was like a buggy, broken mess where, like, they should have had more time in the oven. It's not like that. The game is very polished. There's not really bugs. There's some, like, stuff that I think they should change, like the recon shit, where you can, like, see people through walls for 2 seconds. I think that's pretty fucking retarded. But at the end of the day, it's still a pretty damn fun fucking game, dude. This is some of the most fun I've had in COD since MW2 2022, which is probably my favorite COD still, because I just have so many good memories on that game. But still, this is kind of giving Bring Halo Back energy. Like, you know that guy? Probably not, in all honesty, but basically he said that he was really pissed off because Halo 3 released 12 hours early. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just absolutely stupid. It's just giving that energy about being mad that people get to play the game early. It's fucking stupid. People, like, I don't know, man. Like, Black Ops 6, this guy seems to be enjoying the game because he's actually playing it. Obviously, pretty soon what he's going to say is, MW3 wasn't that bad, guys. It was just kind of buggy. And then next year, he's going to say, Black Ops 6 inches wasn't that bad, guys. It was just buggy. And then the following year, wasn't bad. It was just buggy. That's what they always fucking do. These Blame Truth channels. All they do is they shit on the current COD because it's the popular thing to do. And then the following year, they say, yeah, it's actually kind of good. Because, you know, that's all they fucking do. They're fence sitting. That's all they're not even fence sitting. They're literally have like half of the fence up their ass, and then the following year they just spring up, and then just like, you know, they spring up and begin to go to the next fence post. That's what like Blame Truth channels like to do, man.
You know what I mean? Like, dude, these games are designed to be shat out and then they die after a year. Every single year.
I mean, what's different about this than it has been for like 20 years with COD? That's always what it is. They make the new game and then the current one dies. Unless you're having something very, very like specific, like MW2, which is or MW3, right? Like MW3 and MW2, not the current ones. MW2 is good, like the new one, but MW3 fucking sucked. But you know what I mean? Like that. This has always been how COD works. I don't know why the fuck he's criticizing this. This is absolutely fucking retarded because this is always how COD works. It's not like a new thing that COD just shits the next game out after the fucking year. Dude, they shit out the next game for the election, not the fucking election cycle, for the holiday season, man.
And that's gotta be sad. That's gotta be disheartening as a dev team that's probably not making that much money. I'm sure they're making a healthy amount, but nowhere near like the people at the top. You know what I mean?
No shit.
Fucking real surprising, man. The fucking CEOs are making more than the common fucking janitor at Activision Blizzard, dude. Let me pull out my fucking surprised face, man. That's absolutely fucking wild, man. Some random fuck working for Activision is not making as much money as the fucking CEO. That's really crazy, guys, right?
So let me get back to Infinity Ward, though. I don't want to get too sidetracked here. I actually got a comment from an ex-Sledgehammer dev, and this person ended up deleting their comment and then changing their name on YouTube. So this leads me to believe it was real. I even made a video on this, and I wanted a part 2 to this particular story, but I just want to reiterate this again because it's so interesting to me. The way it's written, how detailed it is, the way it's not like asking for anything, and the way the guy literally changed like his identity online so as not to get in trouble makes me think this is a genuine thing. So I'm gonna read this again. If you missed this the first time, you're gonna be pretty shocked at what you hear. And for reference, this was posted about a year ago on a Modern Warfare 3 video when that game first released. I love Sledgehammer Games. They've been my favorite studio for a long time. I loved Dead Space, so when Michael and Glenn formed Sledgehammer Games and joined the COD table to make games for Activision, I was beyond excited. The fact that Michael and Glenn left Visceral Games because they were treated like shit to do their own thing and have been treated like shit again by Activision and IW makes me like them even more, but it pisses me off. I was devastated when they had to make yet another World War II game because everyone knew the community was going to hate it. This is in reference to COD World War II in 2017. That's why I joined their team to work on the anti-cheat operations for Vanguard. I fell in love with Vanguard because I saw everything that Sledgehammer did to make the game for the community. It was the last game with clan support and a solid team play build that invited players to join squads. Since then, it's been impossible to join squads, and there isn't a single thing in MW2 and MW3 that is clan friendly. Almost as if Infinity Ward doesn't want players to team up to keep little Timmy safe. In Vanguard, you can also level up your operators and even get the gold and diamond operator skins. Also, you could preview your executions and finishing moves. I know people were turned off by the World War II aspect of the game, but that game was deeply full, inside and out, with content that you could grind for. Even anything as simple as giving each operator their own specific weapon, that if you use that weapon during gameplay, you were granted double player and weapon XP and given extra benefits for your operator. They had calling card frames and even player titles that would be displayed on your calling card, and every single time you killed someone or were killed by someone, your calling card was displayed or theirs would be displayed. It wasn't just a stupid red text saying killed Hobo Sock 21, it literally showed killed Mr. Gigglespuffs the Executioner with a sick flaming chain calling card frame that you had to earn by being in a clan and winning games while playing with your clan. Now, unfortunately, they're stuck under the thumb of IWs. They had to make /clone an IW game that they literally weren't even allowed to add clan support and promote team play at all. IW fired most of Sledgehammer's staff, including the entire anti-cheat team, when MW2 released in order to implement IW's AI-based anti-cheat that absolutely does nothing but favors cheaters and report spammers. I can't stand Infinity Ward and was given a huge fuck you for being good when our team got canned. Their entire team is full of woke social justice warriors who hate guns to begin with. They are also anti-American, anti-2A, anti-1A, hate the Constitution, most of the employees hate COD period, and everything that it stands for, and they jump in line, bending at the knee with anything to do with the
woke agenda coming from the ultra-far-left cult. To bring political agenda of any kind into the workspace, especially into a video game and the development studios, is absolutely disgusting. IW would stick with it, and I would have been just as upset if they pushed a far-right narrative. It doesn't belong in video games, period. Amen, brother. That's all I have to say for now. However, I go on for hours as to why I know for a fact that IW is purposely trying to destroy Call of Duty. They desperately want to move on to a new video game so they can push their views onto their customers. And that leads me to this conclusion. IW made these maps in Black Ops 6 bad on purpose. At first, you could say, it's just Treyarch being incompetent. No. I know Treyarch. I know Treyarch. Even though a lot of the OGs have left, this is not what Treyarch would do. I cannot even fathom them trying to put doors on NUKETOWN. The fact that they are there in the loading screen says all I need to know. IW has had their hand in this cookie jar, and I truly think that IW are jealous of Treyarch and Sledgehammer Games. They're jealous of Sledgehammer Games for making a game the community wanted and fixing their debacle that was Modern Warfare 2 with Modern Warfare 3, and they're jealous of Treyarch for their success with the Black Ops series because it is more successful. It is now more successful than anything in the Modern Warfare series with the release of Black Ops 6. And the fact of the matter is that no matter how good Black Ops 6 or the next Call of Duty game is made by Treyarch, we have an Infinity Ward game coming up, and whatever it is will be the worst thing we have ever seen. Just thinking about it makes me want to say, what the fuck?
Weren't even allowed to add clan support and promote team play at all.
I'm sorry, dude. Nobody plays COD like fucking Rainbow Six Siege. Nobody's playing this game with like maybe they're playing with their friends just to fuck around after work. But like nobody's playing COD like it's a tactical shooter unless you are playing in fucking like ranked. Nobody plays this game with like a team. Nobody fucking does that. Not even in like the old CODs that people do that, because it's not a fucking way to play the game. You can do it, but it's not like something that really needs to be encouraged because it doesn't fucking matter. Like clan support, like dude, like I said, I've not played Vanguard. I'm not gonna claim that I know how Vanguard played or whatever, but literally just bitching because the new games don't have clan support. Which, by the way, COD has never had clan support. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I don't know what clan support really even means, man, because that's that fucking irrelevant. But like some of this shit, right? Like, yeah, there's calling card frames. If y'all heard that, it's like, dude, that shit's in fucking BO6. Like, literally, there are calling cards, and I don't understand why this is a fucking issue. Because you can see your calling cards still. This is just making a nothing burger out of like, literally a fucking plant-based burger. Literally a nothing burger from nothing, from like fake bullshit. That's all this shit is, man. All of this fucking shit is just fake. It's retarded. I'm sorry, man. This shit's just fucking retarded, okay? Blame Truth is literally just a drama whore who likes to either bait people or he doesn't really believe this shit and he's just fucking retarded, dude. I'm kind of leaning to that second part.
IW fired most of Sledgehammer's staff, including the entire anti-cheat team, when MW2 released in order to implement IW's AI-based anti-cheat that absolutely does nothing but favors cheaters and reports spammers. I
don't know how... fucked. I don't know how a fucking anti-cheat is supposed to favor cheaters, which... report spammers, that is definitely true, I feel like, but I don't think that it's that big of a deal, man, because guess what? If you're getting report spammed, first of all, I don't think very many people, at least in my, experience, most people currently don't just, like, bitch out and report people that annoy them. I mean, I've gotten pretty close, there's this one guy in my COD match who was using a fucking baseball bat, and I was genuinely questioning whether or not to start fucking trying to find his home address, but I digress, right? Like, you get pissed off, and you could want to fucking murder somebody, but you don't fucking spam report people anymore, because that's bitch shit, dude. Anybody playing COD now probably is not a bitch because they're playing a fucking military shooter about killing people, man.
And that leads me to this conclusion. IW made these maps in Black Ops 6 bad on purpose. At first, you could say, it's just Treyarch being incompetent. No. I know Treyarch. Even
my Treyarch, my best friend Treyarch, they would never do this. I swear, guys, they would never fucking do this, guys, right? Please believe me, my main thing Treyarch would never do this. It's absolutely fucking laughable, man. But yeah, man, it's just absolutely fucking laughable. Also, why would they, if Infinity Ward had a fucking hand in this, why would they sabotage it? Because, they're making money, I'm pretty sure, from, like, Warzone and shit. And also, I don't know, like, I don't know why they would be trying to fucking sabotage a game, because that would mean that theirs gets less funding, because... Like, COD's never really gonna die unless literally they just stop making games, and then people will just play the older ones like MW2 or Black Ops 6, which is not old, but you know what I mean. Like, they'll just keep playing the current ones. COD can pretty much not die unless they literally say we're shutting down Activision, which is not going to happen. It's just not. Hate to be real with y'all. It's not gonna happen.
Even though a lot of the OGs have left, this is not what Treyarch would do. I cannot even fathom them trying to put doors on Nuketown. The fact that they are there in the loading screen says all I need to know. IW has had their hand in this cookie jar, and I truly think that IW are jealous of Treyarch and Sledgehammer Games. They're jealous of Sledgehammer Games for making a game the community wanted and fixing their debacle that was Modern Warfare 2 with Modern Warfare 3, and they're jealous of Treyarch for their success with the Black Ops series because it is more successful. It is now more successful than anything in the Modern Warfare series with the release of Black Ops 6.
Dude, I hate to tell you this, Modern Warfare 2 did pretty good. Also, given the fact that they're all under the same roof, I think they'd just be celebrating that, you know, their fellow employees are getting, you know, good money from their fucking games, guys. Like, genuinely, I don't know why you think there's this bad blood between fucking game developers. Like, I just don't understand why this would be happening, you know what I mean?
And the fact of the matter is that no matter how good Black Ops 6 or the next Call of Duty game is made by Treyarch, we have an Infinity Ward game coming up, and whatever it is will be the worst thing we have ever seen. Just thinking about it makes me want to say, what the fuck?
I mean, I don't still know why a company would sabotage their own video game. Seems kind of counterproductive in all honesty, but I digress. The last part of his video, like, this is the end of the video. He just shows a bunch of shit about how bad Warzone is, which, you know, I agree. I fucking hate Warzone. It's terrible. Warzone's fucking boring. You know what I mean? Like, Warzone is absolute shit, but, like, I don't know, man. This take is just bad. Alright, now I gotta go all the fucking gameplay for this video. Oh shit, I forgot to do my outro, guys. Okay, yeah, guys, so with all that further ado, you know, have a good day, afternoon, or night, and remember, stay a gamer! Oh, fuck.